Hey, what's going on, guys? So I had a subscriber reach out to me today and says, hey, Brett, I just started a new business. I really don't have money to pay an SEO. Can you please recommend a video or two that I could watch, that I could watch this video and rank in a reasonable amount of time? I said, I know what to do. So what I did was I strung together a couple of videos that if he just watches these 40 minutes, he'll be able to rank in Google Maps. So instead of just sending it to him, I put it out for everybody. I really hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope it clears up a lot of things. It's talking about Google posts and reviews and how to structure your website. So it's organized. It's just a couple of different videos strung together. But if you're looking to rank on Google Maps, this is the video for you. All right, so watch this. All right, guys, I hope everybody's doing great. So let's get right into it. Today, I'm using the keyword roofer near me. And remember, we're trying to get right here in the Google 3-pack. This is what I specialize in. This is the only thing I do. I rank clients in the Google 3-pack. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down. I found a business already that it's very, very interesting, and I believe we could make a couple of tweaks. Let me show you what I would do if I was working for them. I'm going to show you a couple of tweaks that I would do, and maybe you're having the same issue. So let's take a look at it. The business is going to be BB Roofing and Contracting. So we're going to jump right into that next. Hey guys, if you could please like and share my video. I made this video just for you, but there's other people just like you that want the same information. If more people like and watch to the end, then Google sees this or YouTube sees this as a good video that they want to share out to other people. So please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. So we have the website that we're looking at, BB Roofing Contracting Corp, and you'll notice they have 161 reviews. And I'm saying to myself, 161 reviews. How are they so far away? Well, let's take a look. So the program that I'm using to get these orange boxes here is called GMB Everywhere. You can install the free Chrome plugin that'll allow you to see the information that I'm seeing right here. Why it's good is it lets you see everybody else's GMB category. So you'll notice he just has roofing contractor, but they're also contracting corp. So if he's trying to rank for other keywords in the Google 3-pack besides roofing contractor, he needs other GMB categories. Like contractor, that's a GMB category. So I would be roofing contractor and contractor. Okay, so what's good is you're able to see everybody else's GMB categories to get some ideas here. Okay, so we're just going to stay with roofing contractor. Let's take a look at the website. Well, when we go to the website, the H1 tag right here, this should say top rated 5-star roofing contractor, city name, Staten Island, New York, Tampa Bay, wherever they're located. 718 Staten Island. Okay, so right away, that's a big error. Their title tag, if I mouse over their title tag, it just says BB Contracting Corp. That should say roofing contractor, Staten Island, top rated, five-star Google rated roofing contractor, something to that effect. Okay. As we scroll down, everything on the home page, all their H tags, everything that's big like this is their H tags. So we said what the H1 tag should be, and I think this is an H2 tag. Look what this H2 tag says, explore our services. What does that mean to Google? Explore our services. Now, before you laugh, open up another window and check out your website. Right? Because we all make these mistakes. And there's nothing wrong with this business. I'm sure this guy could buy and sell me 100 times. I'm just showing this website as an example, as things that you need to do. You want to make sure that your H tags are covered. They all say what you do and where you do it. Even though we've got you covered, that doesn't really tell Google what they do and where they do it. Okay? And they won several awards, and then you can follow them on Instagram. So if you were Google, where would you place them? Look at this homepage. Where would you place them? What would you say they did? You don't know, right? You don't know what they do or where they do it. So, okay. So we have this as their GMB category. Your first set of links, we don't need guys, if you have a home link as your first link, please remove it. Your logo is everybody knows to click your logo to go back home. You don't need a home link. The phone number should be nice and big. Everybody tells me they want more phone calls. How are we going to get more phone calls with a 0.5 font? I want a nice big phone number here, and then underneath, I want another call today. I'll show you a good example. I always use my website. I call it the Mona Lisa of websites. This is my website one of the websites we created. I just like to use it because it's really clear. So see how big the phone number is? See the credit cards they accept? See where they're located? Everything's right here. See if you want to call them right here. If you missed the phone number here, you got it right here. Let's go back to BB Corp. Right? Where's the phone number? Where are they located? What do they do? What credit cards do they accept? Right? I want to see the phone number nice and big on the right-hand side. Now, they only have one GMB category. So your first set of links should be all the keyword pages that they're trying to rank for. So for example, residential roofing, metal roofing, shingled roofing, commercial roofing, right? Those should be your first set of links, all their keyword pages that they're trying to rank for. Their second set of links, instead of about us, should be areas we serve. So they may serve Graniteville, they may serve Heartland Village, Richmond Terrace, Amboy. Those are different sections in Staten Island that they may service. They need a page. They need a link rather with a page for each section that they service. So let's do this again. And I know a lot of people who watch my videos, know what I'm talking about, but let's just go over this real quick. You have one GMB category. Your homepage should be about the GMB category and should be about where you're from. Top rated 5-star Google or roofer located in Staten Island or on Staten Island, right? Everything here, explore our roofing services on Staten Island, or what's it called? Richmond is in Richmond County, right? So you can use different terms for that, or use zip codes or something like that, right? Maybe later on you can use zip codes. You need more content here about what you do and where you do it. Guys, if you have a form below the fold, nobody's filling it out. If you're going to use a form, it has to be right here. If it's below the fold, I guarantee you everyone's missing it. And almost nobody's filling it out. All right? The next thing, so we have the homepage. We know what to do. We know we need to add more content. We need to add content about roofing, and we need to add content about Staten Island. Now, here's a Staten Island website we did, and you'll notice after what we do and where we do it, there is a section about Staten Island. There's no doubt where this person performs their service and what they do. You see? And there's doubt here. If you scroll down, you don't know what they do or where they do it. So take a look at your website. Make sure that all your H tags are correct and you have a lot of content. If you want to use the Soren Law site as a model, feel free. I call it the Mona Lisa of websites. I think it's great. Okay, where am I? Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm making dizzy. Okay, so your first set of links now are all your keyword pages, all the keywords that you're trying to rank in the Google 3 platform. For example, affordable roofers, right? Stuff like that. Next one, where you perform these services. Now, after those 3 links, you can do anything you want. You could do gallery, reviews, contact us. You should always have a contact us, and it should always be last. Okay? Now, let's take a look at something else. They have 161 reviews. I just have a feeling, you see, let me go to newest. I should have probably. So one of the things that you need to do, guys, is you need to take a look at your competition and see exactly what I did. See where it says sort, and you want to go to newest, and you want to see how frequent people are getting reviews. And if they're getting reviews like 2-3 times a week, you know that that's what you need to do. Try to get your reviews during business hours. It looks fishy when you post it, when reviews are posted at 3 o'clock in the morning. Not that it's not possible. It's just that reviews appear to stick a bit better when they're done during business hours. Okay? I'll say it like that. Okay? So it looks like we got a review 4 days ago, and then 2 weeks ago, and then a month ago, right? And then a month ago, same thing. So I would take a look at all my other reviews, and I would want to see how often they're getting reviews. And the other thing is they have to use, look, a fantastic organization, very professional proof of individuals. Like, it has to say it should say a fantastic roofing company in Staten Island, right? You want the review to use the keyword, where they're from, who they dealt with, and then you want to use, terms when you're posting a review, like, were they professional, affordable. You want to add those terms in also, okay, when reviews are posted. So unfortunately, you have to let your clients know. You can't tell them what to say, but you could guide them, because if not, they'll just say you're great. Mindsaw, they're great. Okay. The next thing, guys, you want to go over to your Google business profile, right? And you want to click Add Update. See right here, Add Update. When you click Add Update, this is where you could create your Google posts. So if you're not ranking for roofer in Staten Island or on Staten Island, you create Google posts about that keyword and use relevant pictures about posts about that keyword in your post. That's what I was trying to say, right? So if you're trying to rank for roofer, you wouldn't have, for example, a mom and her daughter hugging one another, or somebody playing catch baseball or something like that. You want pictures of roofs, you want pictures of Staten Island, you want pictures of your city and what you do. Okay? If you have a truck, great. Post pictures of your truck. Right? We're trying to show Google that we're a real business and where we service. So in the description, we want to add towns, right? Well, we want to add places that are notable. It's at the one, I did a job on Willow Avenue next to the 122 precinct, right? I did a roofing job on, next to the 122 precinct, or next to the Main Street Library located in Kansas City, Missouri, right? Right? So you want to add those elements into your posts. It's very important. They're also good to add into your reviews. So if I were BB Contracting, I would make all those changes. And then another thing I would do is I would have my, how do I say this?
I would have my friends or customers type in roofer near me, scroll down, go to BB Roofing, click it, click the website or click to call, right? And show that we're finished and that we completed the action and X out of the search. So get information by going to the website or by, you see right here, clicking the website or making a call. See that? And then we want to complete the search. If you could do that like twice a day during business hours, if you're close, meaning that if you're second, I'm sorry, if you're like fourth or fifth, right, in the search in Google Maps. Let me see. I'm sorry, I have to go back. If I'm making you dizzy, I'm sorry. But okay. So if you're all the way on the bottom, it's not going to help too much. But if you do those changes and you're located, that's another business, BB Siding. Like over here, A&S Roofing, like you're fourth, fifth, sixth, somewhere around there. You make those changes that I just mentioned. You get 1 or 2 reviews with the keyword roofer or whatever you do. And you get 2 people a day from different devices to type in roofer near me, scroll down, click your listing, click the website, or click to call, X out of the search. If you could do that within 24 hours, I guarantee you're going to be in the Google 3-pack. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Any value out of this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you. So the first thing you want to do is you want to change your title tag. I'm going to mouse over the tab up on top here. Give me a second. Let me just outline it in red for you. And you'll notice you want to put the name of your town first, right? So over here it says Tampa Roof Cleaning, because that's the service that he provides, and power washing. Now, there are sometimes people are going to use keywords like pressure washing, power washing. So you want to use all those terms in your title tag. The next thing you want to do is you want to change your H tag. This is your H1 tag, and it should be the name of your town, which is Tampa. It should be the service that you provide, right? This is the page we're trying to rank. So you want to put the name first, the name of the town first, and the service that you provide. Right. The other thing I want you to look at is look how prominent the phone number is along with the credit cards that they offer. Everything's really clear here. You'll notice underneath the logo, you'll notice the areas that they serve. And you'll notice that the phone number is once again backed up right here. The most important thing that Peerless wants is they want phone calls. Right? So they have the phone number nice and big in the right-hand side with the credit cards underneath, and they also have it backed up underneath the H tag. All right, guys, so the next thing that you want to do, it's so important, are reviews. Make me a promise for the month of November, the next 30 days, you'll get between 5 and 10 reviews from people in your zip code. What I want them to do is I want them to mention the name of your business. I want them to mention your name, that they spoke with you, and the service that you're trying to promote. DUI lawyer, teeth whitening, electrical contractor, pressure washing, roof washing, right? I want those 5 to 10 people to talk about the service that you provided for them. Look at your Facebook list, look on your phone, see who's in your zip code, and I want you to send them a link. How do you send a link? You go over to your Google business profile, right? You just go to Google, you type in your brand name, and you'll see these icons come up right here. Now, it has to be using the email address that you registered your Google business profile with, right? If you need more help, my email address is brettmoletta@gmail.com. You also see my cell phone number. I'll be happy to walk you through it if you need some help doing that. And then all you do is just click this. See where it says ask for a review? You just click that and then you copy. This is the review link. You send it out to people. And what they'll do is they'll click it. So I'll show you what it looked like. They'll just click the review link and they don't have to do anything. They don't have to look for your business. It'll just pop up just like this. And give them some parameters. Remember, have them say the service that they provided, that you provided for them, the name of the business owner, the name of the business, maybe the town or some monument that's close to them. You know, we just came back from the 120 precinct and we noticed that our roof was, on the way home, we noticed our roof was filthy and, you know, we needed a pressure washing. Or, you know, you want to try to see if you could weave that in because that's going to help you a lot. Now, another thing you want to do is you want to add pictures. If they could also send 1 or 2 pictures, right? All they have to do is just take pictures of their house. If they're pressure washing, depending on the service, they could really take a picture of anything and just upload it. It really doesn't have to be too specific. I've found that, believe it or not, right? But it just makes the review seem more genuine. Even if they could put even if they upload a selfie, right? Okay, so reviews. Just promise me you'll get 5 to 10 reviews in your zip code. Do not go out of your zip code. It's not going to help as much. Get them in your zip code. Okay, once again, another assignment I have here for the month of November. I need your employees. Now, if you have 100 employees, don't have all of them do it. But I need a couple of your employees, 2, 3, 4, somewhere around there, to use their driving directions once or twice a week from their house to your physical office. If you have an office, have your employees use their driving directions, their Google Maps driving directions to drive from their home or whatever their starting point is to your office, right? It would be even great if one night they came from their home, the next time they came, they used it from a store somewhere else, right? And use their drive. They don't have to follow the driving directions because that'll switch, but turn their driving directions on. Go to Google Maps on their cell phone, put in your address, hit go, and follow the map to your office. That is going to help immensely. So the next thing you want to do this month is you want to do what's called CTR. You want to do click-through rate. And you want to have the same thing, maybe 2 or 3 people a week. If you're a very small company, do this. If you're a medium-sized company, maybe somewhere between 5 and 10 people a week. You want them to put in the keyword into Google. You notice I have it highlighted in the upper left-hand corner. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to scroll down to your business and you want to click it. Now, if you're on a desktop computer, it's easier just to click website and fill out a form. So you'll click the website, right? You'll stay on the website for a couple of minutes, then you go to the contact page and you will fill out the form and hit submit. Google tracks that. You click X, Google tracks that. It sees that as a completed search and they're happy, right? The other thing you want to do is if you're on a cell phone, is just tap to call. You want to actually call the phone number. So once again, what you do is you put in the keyword, you scroll down and find your client, and then you either hit website or call and close out the search. That's called click-through rate. That's showing Google that the business satisfied the search. Though, if you do those things for the next couple of days, I promise your rankings will come up really, really high. Now, here's another thing. I'll give you a bonus. A lot of people don't like this. I'm not a big fan of it, but I'm going to tell you something. It works, right? If you could get it approved, it works. Now, you do have a chance of being suspended. You know what I'm going to say, right? So, if I were to put right here, Tampa roof cleaning. If I put the word Tampa in here, it's going to greatly improve my rankings in Google. greatly. But there's also a slight chance that I could get suspended. So I'm letting you know that there is a chance you could get suspended. And then you'd have to go through, getting your GMB reinstated. The chances really are small. If you're not ranking and you've tried everything, I may do it, right? But I can't tell you to do it without looking at your site, right? I probably wouldn't tell you to do it anyway. This is a choice that I would make, for some sites that I'm working on. I can't tell you to do it, but I will tell you that it will work if you put the name of your town inside right here in the GMB. If you change the name, right, and type in Tampa. Okay, so I hope this lesson helped. I hope these few things, they're really easy to do. You need some cooperation from either family, friends, clients, co-workers, right? If they're going to put in their address and drive to your office, or they're going to do this click-through rate. You want to have them do the click-through rate where they type in your name, your keyword, and scroll down to your business and click it just like this. You want them to do that from their address. You want them to do that from their address. The other thing that I was going to say is reviews. Reviews are super, super hot these days. If you could get some reviews on Google and you could get them to stick, I'm noticing between the hours of 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my reviews are sticking between 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is November 1st, 2024. So, that may change, but you want to get reviews during business hours. So, you don't want to get reviews at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, look, is it possible to get reviews at 3 o'clock in the morning? Of course, right? But they appear to stick better right now between 2 and 4, right? So hopefully that helps you. Guys, this is what I do, right? I get people ranked in the Google 3-pack. It's super important to have your website optimized, your Google business profile optimized the right way, and then anything you could do off page.
All right, guys, so in today's example, I'm using the keyword roofer. And as we all know, we're trying to rank in Google Maps, which is right here. This is the most clicked on area for local search. You want to be right here. This could change your business, change your lifestyle if you were ranked right here. The problem is there's 200 other businesses trying to rank in this area. So we really have to do it right. This video, I'm going to show you the things that you need to do. And if you do them, you will rank here. I'm not holding anything back. So if you're doing SEO yourself, or if you have an agency doing Maps SEO for you, you need to buy a grid ranking software like Local Falcon, Local Dominator, that's localdominator.co, and Local Viking. Pick the one that you like the best. Local Falcon is $24 a month. So if you're just starting, this one's fine. But this is going to show you where you're ranking in your area in a several mile radius, meaning that you registered your Google business profile at your business address or your home address. But when you drive 3 to 5 miles away, even a couple of blocks away, you're not ranking anymore if you check it again. That's no way to check your rankings by driving around town. What grid software will do will give you an accurate picture as to where you're ranking in your town. And you cannot do SEO without it, and you can't hire an agency without checking their work. I don't have an affiliate code right now. I'm not making any money with this. I'm just telling you that if you want to rank in the Google 3-pack, this is the first tool that you need to buy. So the next two tools are optional, but they really help because they help audit your competition's GMB. And the first one I like is GMB Crush, and the next one is called GMB Everywhere. You could buy them both, or one or the other. What they do is they audit your competition's GMB. So for example, what they'll do is they will show you for example, in the example roofer, that the GMB category that your competition is using is roofing contractor. Say everybody's using roofing contractor. All right, guys, so we purchased Local Falcon or some type of grid program to see where you're ranking. You also have a GMB auditing software like GMB Crush or GMB Everywhere. Now it's time to get into the website. So this is a client that we're working on called Anderson Metal Roofing. And let's kind of go through it, and some of the things that I speak about, you could take a look at your website and see if the changes that I'm saying make sense for yours. Okay, so underneath the logo, you should put the areas that they service. On the right hand side, it should be nice and big, the call now with the credit cards that you guys offer. Right? If they take PayPal, Visa, American Express, Discover, that should be underneath the phone number. Okay. Now, the home page should be set up using the GMB category. The GMB category is roofing contractors, right? That's what we had said before, that roofing contractors was the GMB category. So we could say commercial and residential roofing contractors in Anderson, South Carolina. Or we could say something like Google 5-star rated roofing contractors in Anderson, Carolina. Anderson, South Carolina are the best, right? So this is your H1 tag. Everything in your H1 tag should be your GMB category, which is roofing contractors, and Anderson, South Carolina. You need to have this in your GMB category. You need to have it in your title tag, roofing contractors, Anderson, South Carolina, right? And you need to have it in your, like I said, your H1 tag. Okay. You want to make sure that you double up your phone number. You have it here on the right-hand side, and then you want your call to action. Take a look at your website. I've seen websites with as many as 7 calls to action. They have a little pop-up button where you could text them. They have the phone number. They have a form to fill out. You could reach them on Facebook. It's too much. Don't confuse people. If you want calls, nice big phone number and double it up underneath your statement. Okay? As we scroll down, all the H tags, which are these big tags right here, should all be about roofing contractor and roofing services, Anderson, South Carolina, right? They should all say roofing and or South Carolina, Anderson, South Carolina. So take a look at your H tags and make sure that that's what they say. Okay? The next thing, a very big mistake that people make are embedding the wrong map. So the way that you could check it is that when you click the map, you should be able to see your reviews. What happens is people put the address map here or the map of the city, and it's not the GMB map. It has to be the GMB map. The GMB map must be embedded on your website. Okay, guys, so let's speak about keywords and trying to rank here in Google Maps in regards to the keywords. So if you take a look at this keyword roofing and we scroll down, you'll notice that the top person, Ridge Top Exteriors, is 881 reviews. The second person has 39 and the third person has 555. This would not be a category that I would pick first. I would pick roofers first, because take a look. For roofers, we have 39, 26, and 60. Ridge Top is a sponsored ad, so they're paying to be there. But look at the competition. They only have 39, whereas you're going against people with 800 and 500 on roofing. However, for roofers, right, very similar keyword, has less reviews.
Guys, whatever you do not want to buy reviews. You don't want there ever to be a chance of getting your listing suspended. So please do not do that. We want all signals coming from this area around here in the circle, meaning that we want to show that we do work in this area, and we want to show that customers are talking about us in this area, just around in this circle. If it's not within this circle, it doesn't matter to us. If it's all the way out here, right? This doesn't matter to us. This doesn't matter to us. We just care about this red area and getting signals from this area right here. All right, guys. So the next thing that's a very good idea is getting backlinks. It really is a challenge for some people because getting backlinks can be difficult. But let me show you an easy way. Remember something. We want backlinks that are in our area. So for example, I live in Tampa. So we want backlinks from Tampa, and we want backlinks from the industry that we serve. So for example, we're roofers. For example, in this example, I'm a roofer. So my best backlinks are going to come from websites that are located in Tampa and websites that speak about roofing. So what we're going to do is just come over to Google and we're going to type in leave a reply, and we'll put that in quotation marks. And then we'll put roofer Tampa. So leave a reply, roofer Tampa. So basically what we're looking for are blogs where we're able to leave a reply. We come to the first one, we click that, and you know, the reason why I like clicking on the first couple is that the domain authority is very high, right? So we don't have to do any checks with Semrush or Ahrefs. If they're on the first position in Google, they have a lot of authority. And look at this, we're able to leave a reply. So the next question is, well, what are we going to write? Well, if we type in Tampa roofing into Google and we scroll down to the bottom, there are a bunch of questions. So, or related searches. Okay, let's say Tampa Roofing Company reviews. I'll come over to ChatGPT, company, I gotta learn how to spell, reviews. Please write 200 words. Okay? So, right here, there we go, boom. 200 words, you're gonna read this and you're gonna make a couple of corrections if it's needed. And you'll come over to the blog and you'll paste it in. There we go. We have a great article that even if they read it, they go, that's great. You put your name in, you put your address, and now what I want to do is I want to link these pages either to the home page, to the roofing page, or the areas we serve page. To keep it simple, just link it back to the home page. It's okay. Link it back to the home page. All right, guys. So the last tip that I have, we have to go back to reviews. Let's click on Bay Area Roofing and let's check out his reviews, or her reviews, right? So we click reviews. We really want to take a look at these keywords here, right? These are the words that are said the most amount of times. But more importantly, we want to see when they got their newest review. So they're in the first place, but it looks like their last review was a week ago. Okay, you want to make sure that you reply to every review. You'll notice they still have not replied to your review, and that's going to hurt their rankings after a while. Okay, so you want to make sure that you could keep the reviews up. If this person's doing, looks like they're getting a review, every other week or something like that, you want to try to increase your reviews. I would say that, anywhere between 3 to 5 reviews a week, 6 reviews, 7 reviews, pushing it. If you're a small business and your competition has 60 or 70 reviews, 3 to 5 reviews should be perfect. You want to make sure you do this. You use the keyword, you use the city, you use the owner's name, you use the business name, and you put in stuff like they were affordable, punctual, on time, stuff like that, right? Adding that information is really important in Google. So increase your reviews. If you're only getting a couple of reviews a month, you need to increase it to 3 to 5 per week at least. And if you could get a couple more than that, then that's even better. Guys, I hope this lesson helped you. I know I went slightly over the 12 minutes, but if you just do these things, I guarantee you're going to improve your rankings and you'll be in the Google 3-pack in no time. Please be good to your family. Kiss your wife, kiss your kids. Be good to your family. This is the reason why we do this. And let's not ever forget it. Guys, have a great day. Enjoy. Thank you.